got above the handle on these screen doors.
Wow.
So the water got that high back in spring. Now this was the highest the water's ever been since the early 80s around here by way of the river getting high, not from a hurricane. Because Katrina brought like 14, 15 feet of water all the way up in here, flooded everything in here. You know, so that's a little different. That's a big hurricane. Right now your river is actually sitting a little below normal. We're supposed to be pretty far below normal, but we had a lot of rain a couple weeks ago. That same storm system that flooded off central Louisiana, we caught a little bit of it over here, and it caused our river to come up pretty high. For summertime, we were sitting like 2 feet above normal. Now it's starting to drop out because we haven't been getting any rain. So it is starting to go down. All of these houses are only accessible by boat. So you're going to see flat boats and other boats tied up to some of these places, and that's the only way you can get to them. Just like they're doing right there, with a little taxi service.
Taxi service. Uber.
You have to see if they got an Uber sticker on the side of this boat. So these guys, you know, they come out to these camps. Now, for the most part, everyone that you see out here don't live here. It's like a secondary house. It's kind of a little house on the river. But the guy driving this boat actually right here in the back, his son lives in the camp where the dog's barking from. So all those cages that are stacked up on the dock right there, that's crab traps. So we catch blue crab down here in the Gulf Coast area, and that's what he does for a living. So commercial fishing is actually your second largest source of income to the state of Louisiana, behind your oil and gas industry. So that's what he does for his living, is crab fish. I grew up in a commercial fishing family. That's what I did for most of my life, is crab and shrimp. You know, and you do your shrimping also down in your lakes where it's saltier water. So this is the only guy that lives out here all the time in that camp, straight to our right there. Nowadays, I say nowadays, they've been having electricity for a while out here. If you go back long enough in time, they just had a couple camps out here. They didn't have electricity and certain things like that. They did run them electricity years ago. So there's a power line that crosses the river by the boat launch, and it runs behind all the houses. So if you look right in behind the camps, you will see the power line for electricity. Because they have electricity, they have electric wells for fresh water, so they're sucking groundwater. They're not pulling from the water from the river. And then, you know, satellite dishes for TV, all that stuff. They have their own septic tank. There's no city sewage out here, so they have individual septic tanks for each camp. So the sewage doesn't go right back into the river. They still got their Christmas lights on.